Good morning, everyone. Today we're at Sutton Hoo. Is that how you say it?
I thought it was Sutton Hoo.
It could be. Well, it's one of the two, isn't it? Yeah, so we're going to take a walk around and have a look at all the sights over here. We've just come, parked up and walked through the door, and behind us is like a bronze sculpture of the ship that is buried over here somewhere.
So we're at the site where, if anybody's seen the film The Dig, this is a National Trust property that houses finds from the ship that was unearthed, the mounds and several other pieces of history. So we're going to have a wander around and see what we can see.
And once again, we managed to get in for free because we are National Trust members. So for those of you that have seen the movie, I'm about to show you the house where Edith Pretty lived. You're allowed to bring dogs here, but you just can't take them inside the visitor centre. Dottie definitely approves of that. Let's try that with record turned on. All these chestnut trees around here are making me quite hungry. Brambles? Did you say they were mushrooms? Yeah, there's some mushrooms, the chestnuts and the blackberries. I'm sure you can make at least something to eat.
You wouldn't starve?
No, you wouldn't starve. No, especially, just across the other side of this burial ground, what's there?
A cafe.
I was going to say a pig farm.
Oh.
Behind me is the viewing tower. I think I'm going to climb to the top of that thing and see what is to be seen. We're not allowed taking dogs up the tower, so the dogs and cats are just going to chill out a little bit. Right over there in a nice shady patch. There are 81 steps to the uppermost viewing area of the tower, and if you're so inclined, scan the QR code and have a look. Here we go up the tower. It's good to get a bit of fitness in every so often. Well, here I am at the very top of the tower, and behind me is the river and a town. I can't quite remember what town this is, so I'll stick it on the screen about now. I know you're not going to be able to see it properly because this is a GoPro camera. There is no zoom at all. But I can see it, and the wind has picked up a little bit up here. You can actually feel the wobble in the tower. So if you're not into that kind of thing, maybe not the nicest of things to climb. Well, yeah, that was pretty interesting. I'm glad we came. I'm going to say the mound directly in front of us with the white fence around it, and it's got some, looks like steel mock-ups of the ends of a ship, and a square that's kind of marked out in the middle is Mound 1. Yep, there it is. There are some handy information boards over here. The view of the river on the town turns out it was the River Deben and the town of Woodbridge. Now here's a bit of a close-up of the metal bits sticking out the ground. It's the front and back of where the ship is.
Oh, really?
It really is.
Oh, wow, that's cool. That's a good idea.
Did they think about that all those years ago?
I think it might be
Okay.
post-burial.
Okay.
Post-excavation, in fact.
So that was that. Quite the experience. Yeah, definitely would recommend a visit to this National Trust property. I'm sitting outside the visitor centre with the dogs, while Kaz is having a browse at what may be found in the shop, which is right over there. We were saying on the way in that the ship's bones sculpture over here in the middle of the courtyard remind us of the one that's in Reykjavik, Iceland.